Okay, so I'm looking at what you asked in your question here, where you said these are the equations you created. I'm not quite sure, especially this one right here, not quite sure where you came up with that. So what I'm reading here is we're either trying to min or max this. So now I'm assuming you defined X to be servings of Celtec and Y to be servings of riboforce or whatever, blah, 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 blah. All right, so what this means to me is we're taking whatever we're trying to min or max, we're going to take 90 x's plus 12 y's. And the only place on this page I can find 90 and 12 is 90 grams of creatine and 12 grams of taurine. So we're going to do 90 grams of creatine per serving of Celtec and combine that with 12 grams of taurine. I don't know. Those aren't even like terms, so we can't add them. No. So let's go back and read the problem and figure out what it's asking us to min or max. Least cost. So therefore, we're going to say, what does it cost for Celtec? Celtec is $2.20. And then riboforce is $1.60. There, our goal is to minimize that. All right, so there's our objective equation. Now, here's where these other parts come in. So now we want at least 90 grams of taurine. So Celtec has how much taurine in it? 2. So 2x. And then we want how much taurine is in ribo? 1. So 2x plus y, we want at least, so greater than or equal to 90. There's our first equation. Our next equation, at least 12 grams of taurine. I just read the wrong thing. That was 90 grams of creatine. Let's try again. So if this is, if I already did the taurine, let's change it to greater than 12. All right, so now let's do the creatine. Creatine, there they are, right there. Okay, so then that would be 10x plus 5y is greater than or equal to 90. So now we've got the creatine done, we've got the taurine done. Now we want no more than 740 grams of carbs. So carbs was these numbers right there. So we want 75x plus 15y. We want no more than that, so less than or equal to 740 grams. And then similarly, no more than 1,200 milligrams of folic acid, or alpha acid, I can read. So that's this right here. So there is no acid in riboforce, so only going to have the Celtec of 200. So 200x has to be less than or equal to 1,200. And there's our equation. So we're going to graph all of these guys, and we're going to take our answer and substitute into there. And if I remember correctly, I'll let you come up with the graph, but the graph looks something, if I remember correctly, something like this on the shaded region in there. I could have the slopes backwards or something, but if I remember correctly, it's something like that. Okay, so yeah, take a look at those equations and really think hard about what you're saying when you say, like, for example, x plus y equals 1,200. Because then what you're saying is the number of servings. The number of servings of Celtec plus the number of servings of riboforce better equal 1,200. 1,200 servings? You meant to say milligrams of acid. Anyway, I think you get the idea. All right, take a look. Well, let me know if that helps.